Some years ago, I went to this black community program. So they now called all these young children. The eldest among them was in year 7. Now said, what is the thing that breaks your heart most? And that child started crying. Even we parents had to look for tissue. You know, say in a situation when they say, where are you from? You say, because all I know is Peterborough. And you say, I keep telling them, I'm from Peterborough. They say, no. The girl said, they kept on asking her that where she was from. And she started crying that I don't know anywhere else. That is why we should educate. I keep telling my children, you are from Nigeria. So place is your father's. But when you are telling them they are from Peterborough because you bathed them in Peterborough Hospital. They will tell. A friend of mine went to the airport. All this boy knew all his life was United Kingdom. He was born in Kent in London. And they go, and there was an issue at the airport. They now say, oh yeah, with the skin at first, they come, oh yeah, the white skin stayed here. They now reshuffled it again. They now started, They called the Yoruba name, Where are you from? He said, I'm from the United Kingdom. No!
Not with that name.
Where are you from? He said, I'm from okay, where is your father from? He said, and the father is in this country. He said, my father is from United Kingdom. What broke the boy was, where is your grandfather from?
And we don't want these children to lack their identity. So we really can't even cut corners by maybe replacing our names with Smith, Bad. We still have to carry Cambona.
We need to be more intentional also. Yes. We need to be more intentional about preserving our heritage. Because even, I would say, I'm sure you've discussed this issue before in conversation. I've seen that show, where it's actually us Africans who feel we need to assimilate and let go of our identity.
Fit in.
All of the other people, Chinese, Polish, what? See, their children know their languages.
Of course.
They walk into the schools.
My darling.
They speak their language. They know where they are from. And they still go in class and they continue.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But we let go of our heritage because again, colonial
mentality,
colonial brainwashing and whatever. We need to
shrink into
so that they must have like us. The more we act, like a bit like them, they will like us more. No. You think they don't know what you look like?
They know.
So I say like, even for your mental health and like self health of self actualization for our children, they need to know. No, it's fine. You're from the UK. You are a British citizen, but you are also African. You can have both. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. You can be from everywhere and anywhere you like. You are British and you are African.
Hello. Welcome to
Conversation on the Couch
with
Rachel, Tebie,
and
Judith. Drum roll.
It's the session for friends of conversations on the couch.
I love that, friends of conversation, because Judith has been.
She has
been at the background.
She's a pillar. She's like a silent partner.
Yeah, silent partner.
Because when we are here, sometimes she's looking after my children.
Yeah. And she's watching all our video and live stream.
She's watching, she comments, she has opinions.
Yes. You know the first video, she was the one that called us like, babe, when you do this, when you do that, we're like, okay, we took the feedback.
People are, one of you is talking over the other. She said, but you're quiet. Tebby's doing more of talking. And I'm like, because I know her, it's easy to explain to her. So I was like, well, I do most of the background. And Tebby researches the topics. So for me, like I'm normally minding, how is the mic looking?
And all the appliances
so by
and
the time I sit down,
you're exhausted.
So you are Martha and Mary.
Yes.
But I think over time she's one of those people that she will give her opinion whether you like it or not.
Only when you ask me.
No, even when you're not asked.
Welcome on Conversation on the Couch. Do us the honor
it is
of
an
introducing
honor to
yourself from who is Judith.
Who's Judith Babili Bossa.
Wow, what an honor. The way I've been waiting for my invite.
Oh my goodness, thank God you're here now.
I'm sure I have something to say to the
Of
viewers.
course.
Hey, here I am.
Welcome,
Viewers of Conversations.
Yeah.
Thank you for welcoming me. My name is Judith. I'm a friend, an associate, a sister of Conversations on the Couch.
Course.
So I always have something. I'm invested in this show. I would say, whenever something's going on, I'll put my 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cents.
And who is Judith? Who is Judith?
First of all, I'm a child of God.
Yeah.
That's my, first identity. But I am a mother of all boys. A boy's mother. Four beautiful boys. Several godsons, godchildren, and here I am. Rachel calls me, what do you call me? Mother of the nation, something like that.
You'll be receiving a lot of daughter-in-laws later.
I'm a neonatal nurse. I work for the NHS. I've been with the NHS for a little while now. I'd say, 16 years?
Wow, 16.
Time flies. You think you're still young. It's millennials. We refuse to admit that time is flying.
But time flies.
But time flies.
So neonatal nurse, those are the ones that look after the premature babies.
We specialize with preterm and sick babies. So you may even have a full-term pregnancy, but your baby comes out misbehaving somehow, has to pay us a visit for a little while, Yeah.
And at times I see some babies will be like as tiny as
400 grams.
Oh my goodness.
Several grams, half a kilo, sometimes less than your kilo of sugar.
Whoa.
Yes.
And they survive.
Yes. We thank God, God has enabled man to invent the technology to
thank
make
God
it
for
happen.
Science,
So at least a lot more families have that opportunity to, that it's not the end. I would say, I think, as far as I know, in the UK, the current cutoff age for resuscitation is 23 weeks.
And it's not like it's the mother's fault that the baby came out like that?
No, absolutely no. I know it's very for mothers to think, oh, what did I do? Could I have done something different? But no, never, you can't know. Maybe whether or not the reason why more pregnancies or more preterm pregnancies are being seen now is maybe because there's more technology, but also I guess the lifestyles we live in are very different.
Lifestyles,
Because before, I guess, if the pregnancy comes out, very early and there's no sufficient, then they're like, what can we do? And so that's when you think, there were no preterm birth or things like that. But it's being more prevalent now. It feels like more babies are born preterm, but also because there's also, I think, the facilities to keep them going.
So that on the side now, you're an immigrant working in the NHS.
Yes.
And that brings us to today's topic.
Oh, Lord.
When go back home becomes policy.
Go back to your country.
That week, I wouldn't like to. My husband said, what is your own? I was heartbroken with that
go
home stuff. I'm like, I thought this is my own.
And the flags.
And
I didn't know.
I went to my sister's house. And I'm like, see flags around your house. She said, this thing broke my heart that anytime I come out and I told Rachel said, have you seen my area?
I didn't know the context. It was until I got on Facebook and there was this guy talking about the flags being everywhere and what that meant. And I remembered, my neighbor has a flag outside.
No, and you think you have a friendly neighbor, but it's that neighbor that is now preaching, go back to your country. Because for them to have been able to flaunt that flag, definitely there's something inside.
There's something that they're feeling,
we work with these people. You'll be able to tell us, your experience. Because we'll say NHS is the biggest organization in the UK. One of the biggest, right?
And the employer of immigrants.
Yeah. So how do you feel as a black woman, going there every day to see, because at least you must
offer your services that are not rendered.
Experience it one way or the other.
Absolutely.
It.
It's what can I say? It's because the NHS, that's the thing with, I guess we'll get into it later on about the misinformation and the misguided anger and all that kind of stuff. Because when they're saying go back home, they say that they're complaining about, the boats or complaining about the illegal immigrants. But the anger within the society is actually directed towards everyone. They don't tell the difference.
Like what the MP said this week. Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah. It's annoying that I've seen, all
Black
the
and
TV
Asian
adverts are full of...
That was bad. Hate speech.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yes. And it's even like, this is not a new thing, by the way. Do you remember in, I think, 2023 or 24, something like that, when that young man, the young boy from Rwanda,
the one that
the Southport murders.
Yeah.
So the young man obviously, did things, and then people were like, we need to go, and they thought it was Muslim, but also the fact that, one, he's a Muslim, he's an immigrant. Well, his parents immigrated from Rwanda, and he was brought up here. So really, whatever mental health issues that he gained are actually nurtured from within this system. He was brought here, or maybe he was born in Wales or whatever, or in Cardiff, I think, wherever it is they were living, or either he was born very, very young, so he's been groomed by the United Kingdom. So really blaming the immigrants and illegal this and illegal that is not really applicable to him. You need to think about the society that he's grown up in. But they were just going around, we need to burn up all the asylum offices and the lawyers and all that kind of stuff. Even in Peterborough.
Is it the hotels that house asylum seekers?
That week, honestly, when it was happening at that time during the Southport murders, I was actually worried about sending my boys to go to the park. Because normally you just let, Mom, we want, it's holidays, it's the holiday. We want to go to the park. Go to the park. But I had something in my heart. I'm like, I don't know. Do I want to,
let them
go? And then some, random ill-advised child has been hearing their parents, chatting, because obviously the children don't do it themselves, or they don't start it themselves. But they hear their parents discussing it.
And at times, our children, they don't process this thing. All what they see now is hate because of the skin color, and they just act immediately. That is why we need to, because I believe home should be a safe place for us, and we see this place as home. But in a situation whereby, in my language, they say, in a situation whereby you are using left hand to now point at someone else, definitely it's time for you to go. That, okay, now, it's disrespect in my country that you are pointing at that person with your left hand. So in a situation whereby you are pointing at that person, so definitely you need to go now. I wouldn't lie to you, I was heartbroken because I felt for myself, I felt for my generation. I thought this place is home for us to come. We've settled here. We have our houses. We have, my children are going to school here. And now they're telling us that they've taken all the jobs.
It is misplaced anger.
Go back to your country. Are you kidding me? Hear that most of the job, okay, my workplace now, in fact, I can say at my workplace right now, I can say 80% of those that are working at my workplace are immigrants. So when they say, okay, go back to your...
Go back to your country.
Go back to your country.
Yeah. Who is going to do the work that you're currently doing?
Yes. And someone was saying it yesterday that it was immigrants that built this nation. So in a situation whereby you are saying we should go back to our country, we should go back to where we come from because we are taking all the job, we will now continue building England. Will we continue to build the United States?
My saying to that is, you know what? If you're saying we should go back to our country on one condition, we'll take everything with us.
Of course.
All the resources.
Of course.
All the food. All of the things, that have built this country.
You saw the food part where they were carrying flags.
And then going to buy curry. So
that video went viral. They were holding their flag and they went into Indian shop to buy curry.
Really? Yeah, you didn't see it.
No, I haven't.
It was the people that went to protest in London.
Yeah.
So, I guess obviously it's part of our immigrant
Yes,
hustle. It's like the people that do food, like, Indian, Thai, whatever,
in their
they
kiosk.
took their opportunity. They knew people were going to come. They will be hungry.
Yeah.
So they set up their stalls, of course, in the areas
And
that
they
the
were
people were going to come
holding
to
their
protest.
flags. They went into the
With-
Indian
wearing their
kiosk,
flag.
wearing their flags, went into the Indian kiosk to buy.
And then go back and shouting with your curry.
Go back to,
with
you are
your
taking all
naan
our
bread
jobs.
in your hand.
If those people in the kiosk go back to their country, who is going to sell that curry?
Which food are they going to eat?
Chinese,
first of all?
those Chinese food that they
that
love
they
eating.
eat, yeah.
Because I'm sorry to say, United Kingdom though, they only have their fish and
know
chips
it.
and English breakfast. So they love those, they love our lives.
They know it.
They know.
Even the tea themselves.
Of course.
Where is there any tea grown in the United Kingdom?
No.
Even the coffee. Where do they grow coffee in the
From
United
Africa.
Kingdom? All of that stuff we need to take it
Yes.
back. And let's see what they'll drink. They'll drink water and potatoes.
I know.
I think this is more of a case of an angry bride and an angry groom. These people found us JJJ in our Africa. They collected
yes,
us to come and help them.
Yes.
Now
yes.
they want to send us back. God
Back
hates
to-
divorce. God hates divorce.
that we are stuck together for
We are
life.
stuck together.
And the Bible even said there is no place we can't live. We are here to stay.
We are here
so
to
I
stay.
don't know why, but it's a thing now whereby a whole MP of
Will
a
open her
country will open her mouth and say, Rachel is disheartening. It is disheartening because that
And
same
you-
MP
yeah, them-
has some, how do I call it now? Some people working for her that are
Yes.
blacks. And you are saying this? No.
And even never mind that. What about the people watching, the
Yeah.
public? Because like the public nowadays are very impressionable.
Yeah.
Like, someone will just say something and they will grab onto that idea and they will run with it.
Exactly.
Nobody takes the time to think
Process
properly,
it,
to process
yeah,
information,
yeah,
to do
yeah,
their research
yeah.
about what the person is saying
Yeah.
and the information around
Yeah,
it. They
yeah.
just go with the same thing the way the people started running around that there's too many immigrants and all that. They don't process, they don't research.
Yeah.
First of all, the reasons why those people come here. I keep on saying that, sorry to say, either the United Kingdom or these Western countries have convenient amnesia. Like it's like they forget about their effect around the world, and they're like, all these things are coming back to us. But we don't want
Selective memory.
We don't want the consequences.
Yeah.
Even as far as like, the asylum seekers coming. Partly, if you really research properly, if you're really deep into it, which I'm not, you will find that some of these Western countries are also part of destabilizing those countries.
Of course.
To make it easy for them to plunder and take their resources and manipulate the governments.
Of course.
And the leaders. And obviously then in that case, that leaves the citizens with nothing to survive on.
Yeah.
But it makes it easy for them to get their resources here very easily, very either cheaply, legally or illegally as well.
Yeah.
France has, I don't know how many reserves of gold.
Of course.
In France.
Yeah.
Like they have, I don't know, however percentage of gold reserves. Where is gold in France?
Nowhere.
Is all of that
That
gold
is why
taken-
it was easy.
taken
They were
legally?
they were so angry when Burkina Faso stood
Yes.
their ground. That,
And said no.
No, that they have had enough.
Yeah.
And look now, Burkina Faso is thriving now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Look at what is happening there. But it's just a lot. They make sure that those African countries. That is why you see what is happening in Cameroon. Look at what is happening in Cameroon. A 92-year-old man
92,
won
96.
an election again.
But was
Years
that
of
even election? Was that
There
even
was
an
no
election?
election. Just wasted people's time. People will be in the sun. They will go and vote. At the end of the day, they know.
They know who the winner is.
They know
yeah.
who the winner is. The person in my own country that is the president is older than my dad.
You're talking about your own country. So for us,
I
what should we say?
check Uganda.
I saw the old man.
What should we say?
Can you
For
imagine?
even before we were born, the man was in
I
power.
said your own is even better. The guy in Cameroon, the man has dementia. They gave him the mic. They set the mic. They on the mic. If they had known, they would have even off the mic. And he's saying, "Who are these people?" He was supposed to in America. He was supposed to give a national speech. He was asking the PA, "Who are these people? Am I supposed to talk?"
Do you know on
Why
the
are they?
campaigns
And
they
he
had
was there,
statues
babe. He
of
was
him
there
and the wife?
partying.
Really?
On the campaigns, they were having
Yeah.
statues of him and the wife because
Oh my God.
he
He couldn't
going
come.
around.
But what exactly is going on? Back to the immigration issue here in this country. Don't you think that the indigenous people are probably actually, their sentiments are right because maybe they are scared? Like there is a scare, there is a certain button that we are actually pressing.
It's not us pressing the button. Their sentiments are correct.
Their sentiments
if directed correctly. Yeah? Because again, like, as they say when they complain, they come here, they're criminals or whatever. Now look at this asylum seeker who went to stab people and all that kind of stuff. When you come into a country and you're saying you're fleeing to seek for help, why then do you come and then start, doing all sorts of things, engaging in unpatriotic behavior, criminal behavior, all that kind of stuff? Yes, the citizens can do it. Yeah. But if you're fleeing and you're looking for something safe, come and, mind your business.
Exactly. Do what you need to.
Because now you imagine, Tebi, Judy, you're in your own house and all of a sudden, another woman with her children, they come and invade your space. Is that not what we are doing in the UK?
It's what we are doing, but babe, the Bible says if the foundation be destroyed, what can do that? This Africa, are they not the ones kneeling on our neck?
Uh-huh.
You think this 92-year-old man just said he's going to, because they don't want that Africa to work. If Africa is not working, that is why we are able to jackpot.
Exactly.
It's not working. Okay, where is working? Okay, let's look at the greener pasture. Then we go to Europe. Then we go to America. You think if Africa is working, we will all be here?
We don't need to be
Africa is not working. That is why we are here. And who is not making it work? It's them. They know.
But we also
because
have
if
a
Africa
role to
works,
play.
we will be more. We have bad leaders. What can we do?
No, but that's the thing. They're taking advantage of that. They have manipulated our leaders be useless to us.
Yes.
So then we can't enjoy our resources. By the way, as we are running away from Africa, coming to look for opportunities here, they themselves are going there.
They are going there and taking our resources, babe.
Enjoying.
And taking our resources.
Yeah, resources.
Because if Africa works, oh my God, we have lovely resources that they don't have here. If Africa
they need
works,
us.
We don't have to be here. We will prosper. We will thrive in our own. But now, because the leaders are not working, single-handedly, can we do it? We too. They make sure that we are not, we are not happy together. We are not, we don't even believe in ourselves.
Divide and rule.
Divide and rule. We are just there.
It continues. The rule, the playbook continues the same. They prefer us that way because then it makes it convenient for them, destabilize us, weaken our currencies. We are trading in dollars in Africa. And pounds.
And pounds.
Making our currencies useless to us.
Weak and useless.
So then, everything is always in their favor. But if we turn things around.
And they shared a very good picture of the Western world.
Of exactly the way because it's not like our own country is not good. However, the way they even make us see it, as if it's not good, we too will come here instead of us to pack. Because at the end of the day, when we came here, we not see that it was just packaging. They package all these things.
Even the education system itself.
Or even how we are portrayed, even when you're here, how Africa is still portrayed to the indigenous person here. It's not what is actually on the ground.
Yes.
All you see are kids with flies coming out of their nose, borehole one. You never see anything good.
They carry their camera to the bad places, the slum. Because my country is so beautiful.
I never grew up with any flies.
I know.
I didn't come here as
actually,
first of all,
I just when I see some advert, I'll be like, seriously?
Yes. I didn't grow up, I don't know what part of Africa that was.
Let's look at these big organizations that are doing aid. Even you said itself, World Vision, Red Cross and all that. The images that they get, honestly, it's one child walking to a dirty water.
Have you seen Hollywood? Have you seen our plan now to take my children? I want to make it a thing to take my children back home. That we are not monkeys, we are good people and we have beautiful houses, we have trains, we have airports.
I know, it's like you just literally flew on a broom from Africa to the UK. In fact, I think why these people are even annoyed with the boat situation, why they're annoyed with the boat situation is because they don't think we actually got onto that aeroplane and came through Gatwick or Heathrow. No, maybe we magically...
the desert.
It's like every African in this country.
And see, God has now made us, because there's nowhere we go God has given us that thing that we explore, we make sure we are the first, because God has given us that. Okay, see, most of the doctors now, they come from all these immigrants. Have you gone to NHS?
I work in NHS.
I see doctors, black and the Asians. So who else? It's hardly you see these people sitting in an office saying they are doing what?
I think it's a case of whereby the director is dying in their own movie. Like literally, they directed. They wrote a story, but the hero is dying in.
But you know what? I'm also like a little bit of a conspiracy theorist. Like even this issue with the, them complaining about, because people have been coming on boats for a while now. It's not that it's a new thing, but the politicians look at a solution. They create a problem or like a diversion problem to take your mind off how terribly they are managing the country. Take your mind off inflation.
Of course.
Take your mind off tax rises. Take your mind off, health crisis, all those kind of things. And they create this little problem.
Yes.
And the people will run with it, and they get away from, rising council tax and the, cost of living crisis and whatever. And then they'll come up with a, kind of slight solution to say, look, we solved the solution.
Yeah.
Now, Keir Starmer is saying, we need to get a digital ID, da. But digital ID, who is it for? Is the digital ID, is it for the citizens or is it for illegal immigrants?
Can you imagine? That alone too is coming, and they are really, really working towards it.
Because even the tweaks that are being done in policy, they're just small tweaks within the already existing system that's been thriving or flourishing
of course.
For all this while. You know how much every April, how much the government collects from immigration or from international students. So you think it's something that are going to wake up and rubbish?
No,
and
they can
this
do
is
without
tourism.
Do you know how much before you get your citizen, you know how much you pay before you renew?
From IHS, is it health surcharge?
Health surcharge. They say, what's it called? UK, United Kingdom PLC. They need that money to run their life.
In fact, what they are doing are just small changes from the B1, the B1 English. Now they are making it higher education.
And
so
increasing
more money.
the time for the ILR. Have you seen? Now they want to make it 10 years.
Yes.
Because that money, they can't do without
They
that
can't.
money.
In fact, it's just more money for them. I don't think it's an
that
answer
same
to
money
a
that
problem.
they're taking to house the asylum seekers in the so-called... And then
I didn't even
people on social media shouting, they're putting them in 5-star hotel. Which 5-star hotel? Me, if I was the owner of a 5-star hotel, do you think I would do such kind of deal?
Have you seen those hotels? They are the deserted hotel that nobody
Have they
uses.
stayed in 5-star hotel for them to know?
I saw the picture. I saw the video. I'm like, okay, is this their 5-star? Tiny bed like that. In fact, with nothing, no water. No water. You hardly see light in that.
They take motels, but they in the media they're putting 5-star hotel. They give them iPad. They give them phones. They give them allowance. They don't give them
anything. They don't give them
That is
food.
what the media are peddling on social media for people to shout.
It's just for us to be able to just go back to our roots. Because I had something as if I've not heard it before. Say, there is always a bad government. But when there is no system in place, it will show, it will be glaring. We have a bad governance in Africa. Yes, we accept it. However, there are bad governance everywhere.
Even here.
But because there is a system in place working for them here, it's not going to show. We in Africa, bad governance, bad system, no system. The Africa, there has never been a system. Call one African country and say there is a system there. No system, but here,
Rwanda.
there is a system. What Rwanda?
They're only working on it.
What Rwanda?
Rwanda. Well, you cannot.
They are working.
There are different types of
They are
dogs.
working.
Yeah.
Because in my own country, no, oh Lord. You don't even want to go to the news and you'll be heartbroken again that what have we done again? What have we done? You see, we are
Every day
rich.
is heartache.
Oh Lord, we are rich. God has really blessed us with a lot of resources, but because there is no system in place, a governor will just come, or a president, or a government will come. And maybe the policy of the past governments that should be followed like they do here, they'll just cancel everything. UK truly is not a written system. However, their policy, they still go by the rule. There is system working for them. But that's the one we just come say, hey, what nonsense policy? Oh yeah, and nobody is no accountability. Nobody is questioning anybody. So we are just there living our African life. Divide and rule.
Divide and conquer.
I think they think we left Africa hungry. Nobody. Must be, unless it's
we left Africa hungry now.
But even if we left Africa hungry, where is the problem? Who sent their sons in Egypt to get food?
Leave that side, babe. I beg you, I'm just trying to console yourself. We are hungry. That is why we are here.
That's why we are here.
We left Africa
Honestly,
hungry.
if it was okay, then what would we be doing?
Because,
here?
babe, when throughout that week, I was heartbroken that, so I thought this place was home. How would my children too feel? When my son say, Mommy, what do they mean by saying we should go back to our country? I said, that is it. So now I educate my children that truly we don't belong here. But however, we still see it as home. But this is it. Now we need to now start educating our children. So that when they give it to them anywhere, they will be able to stand their ground and still know their identity.
Rather than cause confusion in their small minds.
Because, thank you. Causing that confusion in their that day.
Because for them, as a child that's born here, coming and telling Emanuela, your children, and saying, go back home.
They'll be like,
where is home? At least for me, I know.
Some years ago, I went to this black community program. So they now called all these young children. The eldest among them was in year 7. Now said, what is the thing that breaks your heart most? And that child started crying. Even we parents had to look for tissue. And I say, in a situation when they say, where are you from? You see, because all I know is Peterborough. You see, I keep telling them, I'm from Peterborough. They say, no. The girl said, they kept on asking her that where she was from. And she started crying that I don't know anywhere else. That is why we should educate. I keep telling my children, you are from Nigeria. So place is your father's state. Seriously.
Yeah.
So that when they tell them, they are confident saying it. But when you are telling them they are from Peterborough because you bathed them in Peterborough Hospital. They will tell, a friend of mine went to the airport. All this boy knew all his life was United Kingdom. He was born in Kent in London. And they go, and there was an issue at the airport. They now say, with the skin at first, they come, white skin, stay there. They now reshuffled it again. They now started, They called the Yoruba name, Where are you from? He said, I'm from the United Kingdom. No!
Not with that name.
Where are you from? He said, I'm from, okay, where is your father from? He said, and the father is in this country. He said, my father is from United Kingdom. What broke the boy was, where is your grandfather from?
And we don't want these children to lack their identity. So we really can't even cut corners by maybe replacing our names with Smith, Bad. We still have to carry Cambona,
we need to be more intentional also. Yes. We need to be more intentional about preserving our heritage. Because even, I would say, I'm sure you've discussed this issue before in conversation. I've seen that show where it's actually us Africans who feel we need to assimilate and let go of our identity.
Fit in.
All of the other people, Chinese, Polish, what?
See.
Their children know their languages.
Of course.
They walk into the schools.
You, my darling.
They speak their language. They know where they are from.
Go there.
And they still go in class and they continue.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But we let go of our heritage because, again, colonial,
mentality,
colonial brainwashing and whatever. We need to,
shrink into
so that the master will like us. The more we act, like a bit like them, they will like us more. No. You think they don't know what you look like?
They know.
So even for your mental health and like self-health of self-actualization of our children, they need to know.
No.
It's fine. You're from the UK. You are a British citizen, but you are also African.
Yes.
You can have
both.
The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. You can be from everywhere and anywhere you like. You are British and you are African. This is who you are. This is your heritage. This is your grandfather. This is what your name means. This is our food.
Yes.
This is our languages.
And saying that every Sunday her children are learning her local language.
You know me. But I speak my local language to my children.
This one is tutoring them.
I say we. My sister would even, there's every Friday, there's this guy that calls from Nigeria. They do the WhatsApp, what's it called? This Google Meet. The guy will teach them Aja, dog,
Yes.
guinea, monkey.
Absolutely.
In fact, it's prohibited in my house now to speak English. To my we make it a thing. Myself and my husband will say, no, we need to teach them. Not until one day my son was coming from London. My son was coming from London all of a sudden. And this white guy just approached them. You know, they were coming from London from school amongst his friend. That day, it was a thing before I can calm my son. And the guy looked, spat on the ground and said, look at you black kid. My son didn't get over it. Hey, we had to calm him down, cancel him.
And that's a young child.
Young child. Then he was in year 3.
Can you imagine?
He cried home that the teachers had to come, had to invite us to, that they've spoken to him, but we still need to cancel him. And in fact, the teacher really tried. The teacher is from here. He said, because he was shattered. And not just him, and one girl as well, that one is from Jamaica, and they were amongst his friend. And this guy is just a junkie, they came down from the thing, yeah.
I had an incident happen to me recently.
Yeah.
Really?
When I was going to London. Yeah, I was traveling to London for, I think, a weekend or whatever, sitting on minding my business on the train from Kobe. There was these drunken guys,
I think it's those junkies.
They jumped on the train. There was another set. They came up and went off. Then another set. They were going to football in Luton. So they had their boxes of beers, everything, sitting down, chatting, being noisy and just being, out of themselves. And I guess I wasn't really listening to what they were saying. I knew they were going to be a nuisance, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not moving from here. So I stayed. They were sitting across me and, making their noise and being a nuisance. And then I don't know what one of them said or whatever. Fortunately, in that carriage where we were sitting, the seat in front of them, there was a young black man, a young black boy, a young man. And I guess I didn't even hear what they said. I don't know whether it was a racial slur or a sexual slur or whatever. And he heard them. And he stood up to them and he said, I don't care how drunk you are. If you try that again, I will knock you out.
Yes, good.
And they sat down, and the one who was really, really wasted went to the toilet and came back, and they made him apologize.
Wow.
The young man made them apologize.
Wow. Wow.
And as when they got off to the station to go to the Luton football, they made sure they carry all their beer cans and boxes and whatever.
Can you imagine?
Imagine if I was sitting in that carriage by myself.
Oh my God, I know. You just be there. You just drink your Gary in peace. It's so painful. However, our leaders are not trying. So we should just embrace what we have. And like you said, let's just teach our children, the next generation, on how to, because now we've braced ourselves to it that, okay, we've come to this people's space. We are ready to take this. However, what of these ones that we came from Africa? What of we call them second generation or the third generation?
I even don't know which generation I am.
Of immigrants. Now that we are here, let's now brace this one that, yes, truly, I might have baited you here. You don't belong here. I tell my children, we are Africans. I'm an African mom, and I'm wearing my hat with pride. I tell them, I let them know their identity. I make it a team. Have you seen?
And I think
seen an Asian boy that is just two that is speaking fluently their language fluently?
Yes.
It's because they know their identity.
During COVID, when I was still taking the children to Heritage, there's this little boy. He's in nursery. Twins, actually, they're twins. In nursery, they were in nursery with Eric. They are walking on their way whether with their dad or their grandma or their mom. 2-year-old, they're chatting in their language. As soon as they get to the door and meet the teacher, they switch. Not a problem.
And we come here, go there. Your children doesn't even know. When you take them to Africa now, they'll start speaking our normal language. Your children will be lost. You now say, no, but when you drill them from here, even when they get to that Africa, they are standing.
Yes.
They know who they are. They know their identity. I let my children know that. Tomorrow, you might be the prime minister of this country. Praise the Lord. Tomorrow you might want to become the president of your father's land.
Yes.
Yes. If you want, I don't want a situation whereby they say, what is this in your father's language? And say, it's water.
What is that?
What? Yeah, water.
It's water.
Water.
It is,
No, you tell them what it is.
No, and I think as we navigate that, as parents, it is important to let our children know that they can rise above this situation gracefully. Because as you say, they're going to meet people out there. We don't know how, what the ripple of effects such situations might take. So we need to let them know and emphasize that they need to rise above it, because they already see us as angry black women,
angry black man,
the missing dad. So it is, how do we then let these children arise gracefully without being provoked into anger, into fights, into gangs, into such situations. So it is also important. We have a role to play. But me, I'm not going anywhere. I don't know about you. Everyone can shout.
They can put their flags. You can raise your flag. This is my home.
I'm still here, but I will not go on anyone's condition. When I'm ready, I'll go back.
I'll go to my beautiful weather. My lovely, yummy African food, I love it. I love my weather. It's always warm. It's not always jacket. We don't even wear jackets in Africa, do we? I love my weather. I love my
people
food.
Wear jackets. You wonder why they wear jackets.
You see, misplaced priority.
But most people, when they japa, if you came, intentionally, you come here to seek greener pastures, but you came. Really, in our minds, we came to collect money so that we can go back and live a good life.
Of course. That's why we build home in Africa.
I'm not going. I'm not building.
No, I want to go. My retirement, I don't want to be wearing jacket around.
Another country.
Of course. The Bible.
I'll come and visit you.
The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof.
Every land of it.
We are to explore the world. I told you something.
The same way they came and explored out of curiosity. They could have stayed in their own land.
Of course. We were staying in our place. They brought us here. So we are staying.
We go and explore Wales.
But this is our home. When we go and explore, we come back again. But my Africa, I want to build a mansion in my Africa and enjoy my retirement in Africa. What is in the cold? No. I'll come and say hello to my children if they want to stay. And go back to my Africa and just enjoy my
organic food.
Fresh vegetables.
And until next time, guys, it's been Rachel and Tebi. It's been Rachel and Tebi on Conversations on the Couch. Remember to click the like, subscribe button. Let us know, what are your challenges? When are you going back home? Oga?
But you say you are not going back. Why are you?
No, I'm asking, when are you going back?
When are you going back home?
When are you? As for me, I am not going anywhere.
Because I'm useful here. I have a job here that needs me.
You know, like children, when they tell you you're not going to have something and you roll on the floor. If they tell me that I need to go, I will roll on the floor.
They believe some of us that don't want to go back home is because we don't have something at home.
And if I have it, if I don't want to go, I don't want to go.
No, I have it and I want to nurture it. So I want to go and check and later I'll tell you, babe. That is why they keep doing this to us. But when they see that you still have something you want to go back to,
I've already
filled knowing your identity.
Those long forms that they made me fill.
And your money that they took.
The money that they took.
I mean, no, they came to your country. They did not need to fill in any long forms.
Of course.
I need to be. It's
you
number.
Need to eat everything.
Can we bad note in
that one?
Thank you so much, Judith, for coming. We appreciate you. Thank you for your support behind the curtain, We appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.